Hello students, in this video we'll be learning how to process polynomials using single linked list. We'll basically be learning about how to represent the polynomials and how to perform the addition of two polynomials using single linked list. Here we have an example, polynomial A, which is 3x to the power 14 plus 2x to the power 8 plus 1, and B is another polynomial 8x to the power 14 minus 3x to the power 10 plus 10x to the power 16. So these are the two polynomials we have. Now let us see how to represent this using single linked list. We know that every polynomial has several terms, so we call each one of these as terms. So this is one term, this is another term, and this is the third term of the polynomial A. What we have in every term? We have one coefficient field and one exponent field. Every term has a coefficient, an exponent, and of course a variable. Then while representing the polynomials as a single linked list, we have to represent the coefficients and the exponents. We have to define structure in such a way that there are two fields, one to hold the coefficient and one to hold the exponent, and of course one to hold the link to the next node. Here I have drawn the single linked list representation. So 3x to the power 14 is represented as a node like this. So this is the coefficient field and this is the exponent field. This is the coefficient field where I have stored 3 and the exponent field I have stored 14. This has a pointer to the next term. In the next term we have 2x to the power 18. So coefficient is 2, exponent is 8. Then this has a pointer to the next node where we have the coefficient as 1, exponent is 0. Because it is x to the power 0, that's equal to 1. So exponent is 0. This is how we can represent the polynomial using a single linked list. And we have to maintain a pointer to this. Here we have A, which is a pointer to this list. Similarly, I have represented the polynomial B here, and we have a pointer B pointing to this second polynomial. Now, we want to add these two polynomials. So, the sum polynomial will be stored in another list and C will be pointing to it. Then how do we process this addition of, how do we process the list for adding the two polynomials? We know that whenever we are adding two polynomials, we have to compare their exponents and we have to add the coefficients if the exponents are same, and if one of the exponent is different, then those terms should be added to the sum polynomial here. Here we have an assumption that every polynomial is represented in the decreasing order of their exponents. So with that assumption we are doing this. Mathematically, whether you write x to the power 3 plus x to the power 8 or x to the power 8 plus x to the power 3, both these mean the same mathematically. But for our programming purpose, for our function purpose, we are representing the polynomials in the decreasing order of their exponents. Now we'll compare we have a pointer pointing to the first term here and B pointer pointing to the first term in the second polynomial. We have to compare the exponents. So A exponent is 14, B exponent is also 14. Since the exponents are same, we have to add the coefficients. So coefficient is 8 plus 3, that is 11. Now we have to add the term 11 x to the power 14 to the sum polynomial. For this, whenever we have to add a new term to the polynomial, we have to get the node allocated. That is, we have to perform the get node operation. In C, we will be performing malloc operation. So using malloc operation, get a node for the sum polynomial. So here we perform a malloc operation and get the node allocated for the third polynomial, and we will make C point to it. C is pointing to this. In this, in the coefficient field I write 11 and in the exponent field I write 14. So currently this is how my linked list, that is the sum polynomial, is. Then how should we process? Since we have processed both these polynomials, we have to advance to the next nodes in both these polynomials. So make A to point to this node. So A is no more pointing here, and B to point to this node. Now A is pointing to the second term in the polynomial A and B is pointing to the second term in the polynomial B. Now compare the exponents. The exponent 10 is higher, so we have to add this term, or we have to append this term to the sum polynomial. Again, make the get node operation, that is perform malloc in C if you are performing, then get the node here, then in this node add this term, that is 3 coefficient x to the power 10, that is exponent is 10, 3, 10. Then make the first node point to this. So we have to make this node to point to this node. Now that we have processed and we have appended this to the sum polynomial, we have to advance only in the second polynomial. That is, we have to advance only the pointer B to point to the next node here. So now B is pointing to this node. A keeps pointing to this node only. We do not advance pointer in this polynomial because still we have not added this to the sum polynomial. Now again compare the exponents. This has an exponent 8 and this has an exponent 6. So append this term to the polynomial C. So again perform the malloc operation, that is the get node operation. Add this term here 2 and 8. Make the pointer here to point to the next node. Now advance in this. A should point to the next node. Now again compare the exponents. This has a higher exponent because the exponent here is 0 and this has a higher exponent. Then add this term to the sum polynomial. So get node operation. Perform the get node operation. Add this term here 10, 6. Add this term here, make this to point to this. Now advance the pointer B to the next node. So what do we have in the next address field? B is null. So B will now be equal to null. So B will be now equal to null. That means we have reached the end of one of the polynomial. So there is nothing to compare with this. Once we reach this stage, whatever nodes are remaining in the other polynomial should all just be appended to it. Now what's happening? B is null. That means we have reached the end of the second polynomial. A is still pointing to this node. So this term has to be appended to the polynomial here. So just add this here. Perform the get node operation. Then it is 1, 0. Write 1, 0. Then make this node to point to this. Then advance A. So A is also null. So now that A is also null, that means we have completely processed both the polynomials. So this is the sum polynomial of these two. Now that we have completely processed these two, we have to see to it that the last node has a null pointer here because that should mark the end of the linked list. So this is how we can add the two polynomials. Now we have to write a function for adding these two polynomials. Let us write the function for this, and this function also makes use of the compare macro for comparing the exponents, and this macro returns either -1 or 0 or 1 based on the values. We will write the macro now. Then we will also write the poly add function, and for this poly add function we need the attach function. The attach function is used to attach the new node to the existing list. So we will write the attach function. So first we will write the compare macro, we will write the attach function, then we will write the poly add function. Here we have the compare macro. So I have written hash define compare xy. So this compare macro, it takes two arguments, compares x and y. If x is less than y, it returns -1. If not, it compares whether x is equal to y. If so, then it returns 0. If this condition is also false, then it returns 1. So this compare macro returns either -1 or 0, or it returns 1. So it is like, it compares if x is less than y, it returns -1. So else if x is equal to y, it returns 0, else return 1. So else it returns 1. So either you can write a macro, or if you want, you can also write this function. Write a function for comparing, in which you will have to write this. So if x is less than y, it returns -1. If x is equal to y, it returns 0. Otherwise it returns 1. So this is what we have done in the macro here. And the structure definition I am going to use here is this. So I am type defining a structure PP for polynomial pointer. I have just made it short. PP, which stands for polynomial pointer, is the name I want to keep. This has three fields. One integer field to hold the coefficient, one integer field to hold the exponent, the other one is a self-reference. It's a link field, pointer, a star link which links to itself, that is struct PP link field. I am defining this, type define. So I am giving a name star poly load. So every variable of this structure will be a pointer, because I am defining the data type itself to be of pointer type, star polynomial. Now we will write the attach function. This is the attach function. This attach function takes three arguments, one integer type of coefficient value which we want to add into the node, and the exponent which we want to add into the node, and this is a pointer. Pointer is this function is called from the polyadd function. So currently whatever is the last node there, so that is a pointer to that last node is sent as an argument here. So we will be calling this function from the polyadd function. So currently we have some nodes in the linked list, and a pointer to the last node in that list will be passed as an argument here. Then within this function we have temp, temporary pointer. Then we perform malloc. Temp is equal to pp malloc size of struct node. So we get a memory allocated for this. So when we do this, we get the memory allocated for the new node, and temp will be pointing to this new node. Then in the coefficient field of the node to which temp is pointing to, we write the CO value. So whatever value we have got here, that will be written here. Then temp exponent, that is in the exponent field of the node to which temp is pointing to. Temp is pointing to this node and the exponent field is here. So we are trying to write here. What is that? Ex, the value that we have accepted here. So that value is written here. Then we have to add this new node to the currently existing list. So that we are doing in this part. So value and pointer and the link field to that. So this pointer is pointing, I said, to the current last node in the linked list. So a pointer to that, and in that link field we are writing this temp address. That is, that currently existing node will start pointing to this, and once this is appended, currently this becomes the last node. So we are trying to do that here. Star pointer is equal to 10. So this is the attach function. We will be calling this attach function from the polyadd function. Let us write the polyadd function. This is the polyadd function, that is, I have written it as padd, to add the two polynomials. Now in this we have to compare the exponents of the two polynomials, then add a new node to the sum polynomial, that is C. So every time we add a node to the C, we have to traverse till the end of the list C, and then we have to attach that new node there. So instead of traversing every time, we are maintaining a pointer to the last node also, so that the search time is saved. For that, we are using a pointer rear. So this rear pointer will be pointing to the current last node in the polynomial C. Then here, to avoid again the searching purposes, we are creating a new node here. That is rear is equal to polynode malloc size of pp. This will allocate the memory for one node. So this is how the memory will be allocated, and rear starts pointing to it. So we have a pointer rear pointing to it. So we have created a node here, and rear is pointing to that. Then we make C to point to this. C is a pointer to this node. Currently this is the first node that we are creating in the polynomial C. So we are making C is equal to rear. Currently both rear and C are pointing to this node itself, because this is the first node and this itself is the last node. As and when we go on attaching the nodes to this list, we move rear to point to the next nodes. Then here we compare while A and B, that is, as long as A is not null and B is also not null, we go on performing this operation. Once one of this becomes null, that means we have reached the end of one of the polynomial. So we have written a condition while A and B. When both these are not null, we perform this operation. We switch on compare, that is, we have written compare A exponent with B exponent. We know that this compare will return either -1 or 0 or 1. Based on that value, we switch. Now if this macro returns -1, that means the polynomial B has a higher exponent and we want to attach that node to the C polynomial. So we are calling attach B coefficient, B exponent, and we are passing the address of rear. So this address of rear is accepted in the attach function as star PTR. We have already seen that function. So we are passing the address of rear, that is the address of this, to the attach function. Then this will create, when the control goes to the attach function, there a new node is created, and in that function temp will be pointing to it. Then it writes the coefficient value and the exponent value. There we have written value at PTR link. Value at PTR will be pointing to this node, and the link field here will point to temp. Will point to temp. We have written that in the attach function. Then the last statement in the attach function is value at PTR is equal to rear, meaning rear will now point to this node. Rear will start pointing to this node. Remember, C will always be pointing to the first node and rear will start pointing to the new nodes attached at the end of the list. So this is case -1. Then if this is same, that is if A exponent and B exponent are same, compare will return 0. Then the case 0 will be to add the two terms of the polynomials. Here we have done that. If case is 0, sum is equal to A coefficient and plus B coefficient. Now we have the sum of these two in the variable sum. Only if this sum is not 0, then we want to attach this new term to the polynomial C. So we check for a condition if sum. If this condition is true, then we call the attach function by passing this sum A exponent, you can also write B exponent, and the address of rear, that is the pointer to the current last node in the polynomial C. This will attach a new node to the polynomial. Then we have to advance both in the A polynomial as well as in the B polynomial. For that we write A is equal to A link, B is equal to B link, and break. If the case is 1, that means we have to attach a term of the polynomial A. So call the attach function with A coefficient, A exponent, and address of rear. Then advance only the A polynomial, that is A is equal to A link, break. Even in case -1, we have to write a statement B is equal to B link. Okay, here we are advancing to the next node. Now, once we reach the end of any of the polynomial A or B, the control comes out of the switch. Then it also comes out of the while loop. Now, there may be some terms remaining in the polynomial A or in the polynomial B. To attach those terms, we have written a for loop here. As long as A is not null, go on attaching the terms A coefficient, A exponent and address of array. Then similarly we have written as long as B is not null, go on advancing every iteration of the loop, attach B coefficient, B exponent and address of array. Remember, either this will execute or this will execute. Because we will have come out of the while loop, either because we might have reached the end of one of the polynomial. If both the polynomials we have reached the end, then none of these will execute. Now that we have attached all the terms to the polynomial C, we have to make these assignments. What are these assignments? Initially I had showed you that we make a malloc and both C is pointing to this and array is pointing to this. So this is a node we had created and we have not stored any data in this because we are attaching the nodes with the coefficient and the exponents in the attached function only. We had done this just because we do not want to search for an empty list, all that. Now we have to remove this first node from the list. For that we have written array link. Here we have written temp is equal to C. That is, we use a temporary variable temp is equal to C. Then we make C is equal to C link. So here we will have the actual data with the coefficient and the exponent. Now C will start pointing to this node. Then we can free temp. That is, this first node is free. So this node we have not stored any data. So now you will have a node with the coefficient in exponent and all the further nodes, and C will be pointing to this node. And we should also make the statement array link is equal to null. So I had told you while explaining initially that once we attach all the terms to the polynomial C, the last node should be made to point to null. So that we are doing here. Array link is equal to null. So all these are the assignments required at the end of the function. Then we return C. Return C. C is a pointer to the sum polynomial, that is returned to the calling function. Then this is the end of the p-add function. So this is how we can add two polynomials with the linked list representation. Thank you.